Hello friends, how are you? If we're not friends, we should be. My name's Alj and I'll be doing a reading for Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, I was meditating and I was tapping into your energy and I saw two things. I saw a cat and I saw a porcupine. So the cat speaks of independence, right? It speaks of us knowing, ourselves and being able to move life in the way that according to our values, according to our wants, our desires, and things like that. And the porcupine is about being able to look at new people and new situations with um, the perspective of like a blank slate. So you treat every situation as something new, something that you haven't dealt with without your previous preconceptions or without bringing your trauma into it, ideally, right? So, what I'm getting for some of you is that some of you have developed a some of you have developed a hyper independence. A lot of you guys uh, don't want to feel threatened. You don't want your stability, your own personal values or anything threatened. But in doing that, some of you guys have developed a bit of a how do I want to say this, defensiveness. I'm getting that for some of you guys. There's a defensiveness that is here for some of you guys. It's like you're really protective of what it is that you're trying. You're protective of yourself or whatever it is that you're working on, and it's kind of making you unapproachable or hard to get to or something like that. I'm getting that for some of you guys. Okay, that's not for everyone, but I am seeing that. Some of you guys need to learn when to implement your boundaries, okay? Some of you guys have a tendency to put walls up instead of boundaries, and there's a difference, okay? So boundaries let people know like where you end and where they begin and where they can go and things like that. Walls just don't allow people access to you. So just be mindful of that, because I'm getting that your independence is very important to you, but you don't want to be so independent that you're shutting out opportunities and people who could be good for you, okay? So with that said, I'm going to use the regular degular Rider Waite to do your spread. And then I will be using the Angel Ancestors cards and the numerology guidance cards to get you any advice or supplemental information. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this thing. I'm getting that some of you guys are trying to come into a place where you're more confident and more secure within yourself, but which is great. But the way that you're going about it might not be the healthiest for some of you, okay? So just be mindful of that. Again, I'm getting like the prickliness of the porcupine. Make sure you're not like what do you call that when the porcupines like poke, I don't know. You make sure you're not being too prickly with people who you don't need to be prickly with, okay? Or you're not going into hyper protection mode. I'm getting that for whatever reason. Okay. Thank you, angels of love, light, guidance, and protection. I ask that you please bring forth messages for the collective of Aquarius. What is it that Aquarius needs to know for the month ahead, please? What is it that Aquarius needs to know for the month ahead? Aquarius, Aquarius. One more, please. Cool. All right, so we have Page of Swords, Three of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have King of Cups. All right. Aquarius, what I'm getting for your spread is that you have opportunities here for you, okay? There are opportunities coming your way. I'm seeing that you guys have been moving towards something, okay? what it is, it's gonna vary for each one of you, but you're on your way, right? And I'm seeing that in order to get to this opportunity, to get to whatever this is, there's some learning that you have to do. Okay, for some of you guys, it may have to do with the ability to communicate. I am seeing that, but I am getting that you're in a learning phase right now. For many of you, this has everything to do with emotions. This has everything to do with your ability to not only hold space for yourself, but hold space for other people. It has to do with not being overcome by emotion, but thoroughly understanding them and being able to be fair in emotional affairs, right? So I don't see anything bad. I'm just seeing that here that you're learning how to do that, or you're being encouraged to learn how to be more stable and more how do I want to say that? Just more emotionally intelligent is what I'm getting, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and break these things down and see what we have going on for you, Aquarius, for the month ahead. All right, tell me, why is the Page of Swords here for Aquarius, please? Page of Swords. Oh. Okay. Okay. Also, keep in mind, I don't know why I just heard that, but some of you are like, that's not me. Keep in mind when you listen to general readings, it doesn't always have to be you. It could be you or someone around you, or it could just not be your story at all, right? So just keep that in mind. I heard somebody say, that's not me. Okay, so clarifying the Page of Swords, we have Judgment. We have Four of Swords, and we have Queen of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Some of you guys are coming into the information, again, you're learning about what kind of thoughts keep you stuck, what kind of thought patterns and things that I'm getting. You're seeing how you keep yourself from progressing, okay? A lot of you guys have been getting signs. A lot of you guys have been, some of you may have been called out in the way that you act. Others of you, are aware that there's something that needs to change within you. And for some of you, it has to do with the way that you communicate. It has to do with the way that you draw boundaries. For some of you guys, it's those things. It's just the way that you deliver information as well for some of you guys. And I'm getting that you're coming into a place where you're actively trying to heal that. You're trying to get into a place where you are more sound of mind, so that you don't act from a place of you don't let your mind get the best of you, okay? So some of you have a tendency, this is not all of you, but this is definitely, I'm seeing it. Some of you have a tendency to be a bit cold or harsh in your delivery, or standoffish because of your own thoughts, right? And right under that, we have the 10 of Wands. So some of you guys could be carrying some sort of emotional baggage, or some baggage in general, or some kind of stress that is making you approach people this way, or act this way. And it could be causing you, because right under that with the Four of Cups, it could be causing you to have lost out on opportunities, or just, I'm getting that you were so in your head that you weren't really seeing the full picture of things. But now, coming into the month ahead, or now, because everyone's on a different timeline, you're getting this information, and I'm seeing that you're doing something with it. You're actively trying to change that, actively trying to heal that. Okay. All right, so why is Three of Wands here for the collective of Aquarius. Okay. We have Death, King of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups. All right, I'm getting a few things actually. So some of you are getting more connected to your heart, okay? You're getting more connected to your heart, you're getting more connected to your emotions, and in doing this, it's helping you move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to move towards, Aquarius. I'm seeing that there are major changes occurring, and you are getting into a place where you are more stable as a whole. You're able to provide the stability, your time, your money, your energy, whatever resources, as a result of getting into a place where you feel more confident, where you feel more independent, where you feel you have a strong sense of self, which allows you to be able to express, which in turn allows you to move forward, okay? Others of you are have a situation where you're dealing with another person. And I'm seeing a situation here where there can be a change in the way that two people are dealing with each other, a King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, if there is more emotion being put into the situation. So whether this is vulnerability, whether this is having a conversation that is emotional in nature, I'm seeing that you'll be able to cover more ground if you tap into your heart more, okay? Some of you guys have a tendency to be avoidant. I'm getting these from the bottom of the deck. Under the Ace of Cups, we have the Seven of Swords. Some of you have a tendency to be avoidant, or you know, have white lies, or don't address certain things, or whatever. And you're realizing this, right? You've done enough introspection to see this, and you're seeing how it impacts you and the people around you, and you're actively making changes to, or you will be, to move yourself in a better direction. So for some of you, all of this has to do with yourself. For some of you, it has to do with you and another person. I hope I'm saying this in a way that makes sense, because I feel like I'm channeling, but I hope that you guys are following. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. So for those of you who don't follow and you're confused, there's two stories here, okay? Both involve you learning information about yourself, what keeps you stuck mentally, and you're trying to figure out ways to move forward. For both stories, it's being able to integrate your emotion into what you're doing. For one group, this is just like by yourself, and for another group, it's you with another person, okay? I hope that clears things up. Ace of Pentacles. Why is Ace of Pentacles here? What is this opportunity? Okay. All right. Some of you have had someone turn away from you because of your lack of emotional, I want to say capacity, right? I'm getting the defensive energy again. You may have had someone walk away from you recently or withdraw their energy from you because of that. That's for some of you. So with the Ace of Pentacles, we have Nine of Wands, we have Ace of Cups, and we have Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Cups. All right. So there are opportunities here, okay? There's an opportunity here, something that you can build on, something that could make you very happy. For some of you guys, this is something that you could really commit to, and whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship or whatever, there's like a commitment that is needed for whatever opportunity. is here, okay? For some of you, sorry about that. Um, for some of you, you are going to have to be, there's a level of vulnerability that you're going to need to have with yourself, okay? With this Ace of Cups here, you're aware that you could be a little defensive. You're aware that, you've been through a lot. I feel like I'm talking to a group of people who's been through a lot, right? And you know that you have experienced disappointment. You know you've experienced sadness, and that kind of gets in the way that you show up. But being real with yourself and allowing yourself to feel your feelings is going to help you bring in whatever it is you're trying to bring in, okay? Others of you have, keep seeing the porcupine. If you're dealing with another person, there's a person here who is the porcupine, the prickly, that you pricked somebody, right? As a result of whatever thoughts you've had in your head and how you show up, the lack of vulnerability, right? And you feel bad about that, or this could be the other way around, right? The person who feels bad about hurting you is going to offer you some sort of emotion, and the other person may not see it coming, okay? So I'm seeing this as the person who got pricked, the person who feels bad for pricking, and they're going to give some sort of, this could be an emotional conversation or some emotional offer, okay? And this could lead to something great, right? So for some of you, this could be an apology. I'm getting a bunch of things for you. There are different stories for different Aquarius people watching. So I don't think I need to recap because I already did that. So you're learning, you're growing, and you're being more emotionally available as a result, okay? So that's what I have for the spread. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the Oracle cards and let you know what else you need to know, any advice or anything like that. Yeah. I kept getting something about strength and courage and bravery. It's going to be hard for you to open up, but I'm seeing that it's worth it. And you know that it is. A lot of you guys know that you have missed out on opportunities, or things have blown up in your face as a result of baggage that you carry. So just make sure to be mindful of that as you make decisions in the future, okay? Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. I feel like this reading has gone super long, so I apologize for that. What do we have here for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to know for the month ahead, please? Whoop. Boom, okay. One more deck and then I'll show you what I'm seeing here. All right. Oh. Okay, so the whole deck kind of flew. There are two cards that were upright when they fell out, so I'll just take those. Okay. So we have at the bottom of the deck rebirth and helpful people. And then we have forgiveness. And then the two that flipped out were self-discipline and parenting. So we'll start with the bottom of the deck. Rebirth and helpful people. Okay, so Aquarius, I'm getting that regardless of your story today, you have choices, okay? This can go many ways, right? You can either continue to be closed off, or you can open up, right? And I'm seeing, should you choose to open up, you do have support here, whether it's from your guides, your angels, whoever you subscribe to, or whether it's people in the 3D. They can help you change your life if you let them, right? Or situations in your life could change as a result of decisions that you make in your life, okay? But most of you already have an inkling of what you need to do. Again, I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are getting signs, or some of you guys have actually been called out by people about some of these tendencies. So you already know what to do. I'm just kind of reinforcing what it is you already know. For some of you guys, it's that you need to forgive yourself, okay? For others of you, you need to ask for forgiveness, or someone is going to come and ask you to forgive them for being this prickly porcupine character, right? With self-discipline and parenting here, it's a matter, this is the work that we were talking about, the hard work that it's going to take to acquire the information about ourselves to become these people who are aligned with what it is that we're trying to bring in, right? So self-discipline could mean learning how to communicate better. This could be learning how to be more vulnerable. This could be a bunch of things. And parenting, this is doing the work to make sure that you're not letting your trauma and your past hurts and other things that have happened to you affect the way that you show up in new opportunities, right? So what you're being encouraged to do is to continue doing the work, and if you haven't been, then it's giving you the nudge to start. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this helped. I hope that this resonated. Yeah, I'm taking personal readings, so if you want one of those, look at my Etsy shop. And I am still trying to build a family, people who want to grow and ascend and be the best versions of themselves as possible. This group of people looks like they want to do that, so make sure to follow me on all of my social media, engage with the content, and join the family. And I think that's all I have, so I will see you in the next video. I will see you next time. Please take care of yourselves, and I love you guys. Goodbye.